Junior football final.
That's right, both teams go forward here from Askeaton to contest the county quarter-finals. They'll take on Ballynacurra Gales and Treaty Sarsfields respectively. Next Sunday would possibly be the date for that, but St. Senan's and Ballysteen, they're out in the field. Congratulations all round here at Portnagoyle, where we leave you on a dramatic day, a magnificent West Limerick football final being brought to you live on Radio Limerick 95 FM. And before we leave you from Askeaton, we'd like to thank a number of men for bringing you this broadcast live, in particular Maurice Fitzgerald for the generator, Willie McMahon for scaffolding, and sound Michael Welch, my co-commentator John Carrick. And so the Arena Supermarket and Service Station Askeaton, we've brought you live the West Limerick Junior A Football Championship Final, and mark my words, a magnificent game as we leave you. The full-time score from Askeaton reads Ballysteen 11 points, St. Senan 7 points. Back to Mike House.
Well done.
Mike, man of the match. You get him a picture of man of the match. Yeah, you got him a picture there.
What you say?
Hello. Hey. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay, so lads.
Just take a shot before we go.
Right, Mike. Right. Lads, on behalf of the West Board, I would first of all like to thank Askeaton for the field. It's a marvellous field, and it's wonderful for Askeaton and for the GA as well. I would like to thank Jerry Mullinor and his officials. And lads, football was the winner on the day. It must be wrong to say that St. Senan's lost, because it was an outstanding game. And lads, with this is the finest cup we have, and it's appropriate that it's being presented for the finest competition we have in the West. I would like to compliment both teams for the way they played. They gave it everything on the field, but they gave it hard and fair, and that's the way the game should be played. I suppose in commiserating with St. Senan's, to say they have a young team, and somebody predicted in the paper at the start of the year that they'd win the championship in 2 years' time. Now, it has been a fairy tale year for Ballysteen. I remember the 26th of January over in Knockadderry. Patrick Holland and his friend there, Mike, walked into the hall, and they handed me a note. And some fella said to me, "Are these serious?" I said, "They're dead serious. They're going to enter a team." So, lads, it gives me a great pleasure now to present the cup. Oh, before I do, I want to thank our sponsors, Golden Vale, and John Fitzgerald will say a few words to you before I present the cup to Dan. John.
Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. I would like to congratulate Ballysteen on a very fine performance here today. I'd also like to congratulate St. Senan's. I think it was certainly one of the best games of football I've seen for a long time, and I think it's a credit to both teams. And I think when we see games of football like that, there's a great future for football in Limerick, and particularly West Limerick. And again, congratulations to both teams. You can be very proud of yourselves.
Yeah. Lads, I would also like to thank the Arena Supermarket and the man who brought the game into everyone's home, Mal Keaveney. And after all that, now lads, I'll present the cup to Dan.
I'd like to accept this cup on behalf of Ballysteen team, who put in a tough year. We had many games and everyone played their part, down to the subs, to the men in the line. I'd like to thank them all, especially Mara McDonough for sponsoring our gear, and to the three boys in the line, Seamus, Mike and Peter. I'd also like to thank Fines for 2 hard games and give 3 cheers for Fines. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
And so a historic day for Ballysteen here. Dusk begins to descend. Ballysteen win their first West Limerick Junior title. A proud moment for the Secretary, Patrick Holland.
Oh, very proud altogether. I'm delighted. Delighted for the whole parish, Ballysteen.
It must be said it was a magnificent game of football.
It was great. I wish I was watching it, not on the line, to be honest. It's great to watch it.
At half-time, the game was very much in the balance. There was just 2 points between the teams. Had you the confidence that Ballysteen would go on to win the title?
Yes, yeah. I couldn't let them down now. They were really going good all the time.
If one looks back for a moment, it's been quite a hard championship because they drew 3 times, no less, with Mount Collins in the opening round.
Yeah, but that was the making of the team, the 3 games, and this is the 3rd extra one now.
And is it county glory for Ballysteen from now?
I'd say so now, anyway. I'll keep the good word anyway for the last.
Those celebrations still ring around Portnagal, Askeaton. 2 gentlemen that played their part, and 2 the manager, Seamus Madigan. A proud moment for yourself, Seamus.
A proud moment. I had no fears coming into today, but I'm delighted for the players with a hard trophy 6 months of it. They travel all over Kerry and Limerick for matches, and I'm delighted for the players.
Many people said that Ballysteen left the game behind them when they drew last Sunday, but you had the confidence that Ballysteen could win.
I was talking to you last night and I told you they'd win today, no problem. I had fears last Sunday, not today.
Unfortunately, you couldn't line out without the services of Ray Neville.
Ray Neville, he was a big loss to us, but we got over it, but he's an awful loss to us. And I wish him a speedy recovery, which hopefully will be back to us before we are finished the county.
And if you were to pinpoint any area in the field, where do you think that Ballysteen won the game?
I tell you, every area of the field. 15 men played our hearts out, and 16, all the subs as well, I count everyone in. They played our hearts out. I'm delighted for them all, that's all I have to say now to you. I'm delighted.
Is it to be a repeat of 1979?
Well, once we do the Welsh one now, we'll take every step as it comes. Every step as it comes.
Dan Neville, it must be a unique feeling to have the cup, the first man to bring a West Limerick title back to Ballysteen for the first time since 1961.
Feels great, man. It feels great, especially when there's a lot of players in the same house as well. It's nice to bring home a cup.
What did you think of the game? Was it a tough game? It
wasn't a tough game. It was a good, fast game, very fast. I think it was 1-0 around the middle of the field. Our fellas played very strong in the middle of the field. It held us there the second half.
It must be said that early on St. Sinnans came on, but Ballysteen went on to dominate the latter stages of the opening half and almost all the second half.
That's right. When we went to Pine Down, I think the boys rose to that. They really got going when we went to Pine Down. And Anthony Dindrush put his head down and went for pints. That was it.
Proud moment also for Noel Sheehan, 2 brothers as well on the Ballysteen team. Noel, delighted?
Yes, Mal, very pleased to be part of the Ballysteen team. Just after bringing this West back to Ballysteen, and we'll go forward for the county now.
It must be said too that every one of the Ballysteen players put their heart and fought tooth and nail to win this title this afternoon.
Well, Mel, we've been training below Nocton's Hill for the last 6 months and it isn't for nothing. When we got matches in the league, they said we were no good, but we proved a lot of people wrong here today.
And you're looking ahead now to the county championship. Do you think that Ballysteen can go further?
Well, we'll take every game as it comes now.
And so 3 very proud gentlemen. So 2 very proud men here as well. Paddy Gallagher, sum up your feelings, Paddy.
It was great. Marvellous football. Really what they should have been playing the last day, but well, it was well worth coming a second time to see it.
You were in Rome recently. Did you pray for the Ballysteen football team?
I pray for all sinners.
An awful thing to say, but that...
Did you see he was looking at me when he said that?
Well, Paddy, if you were to pinpoint the winning of the game for Ballysteen, where was it?
I'd say that point, that extra point they got, you know. Actually, I say bringing in Goggy and taking out Mick Fitzgibbon outfield made an awful difference.
If I can turn now to our local councillor Dave Nocton, he supplied the playing fields that launched, and there was the springboard behind Ballysteen's victory.
I haven't suffered as much since the local elections 2 years ago.
But you're still in there.
Still hanging in there. When this team set out earlier on in the year, they asked me if I could have the lawn of a pitch, and I said they could. And I felt that this year wouldn't be their year. It would take them 12 months to settle down because a lot of them had been out of football for so long. But going to see them in every match they played, they improved, and well, they've achieved their goal now. They've won the West, and I think they'll go a long way in winning the county.
What did you think of this afternoon's standard of play?
Both days, you had a good standard of play. The last day, I felt when Ballysteen went 3 points up, that they're leading it for the last quarter, and it could have cost them the match. They were lucky to finish up with a draw. But today, when the second half started and Fines came back with 2 points, I said, here it goes again, it's starting all over again. But then Ballysteen got on top and they put 3 points up, and I know they had them then at that stage.
For such a small, tight-knit community, it's great to see Ballysteen go on to win a county West title.
Well, of course, a lot of that is to do with the heart and the will to win. With the switch that was made there today when Donald Moran was switched into the full forward line, the first ball he came out for when he collected it, you could see like all over him, like this man was going to run till he dropped dead, and that was it. And which he did. The man is tired tonight, but he's happy.
Tired but happy men, and Ballysteen win their first West Limerick Junior A Football Championship title, as I said so many times in the past, their first since 1961, and they follow on by winning the 35th West Limerick title, following on Athe, who won the very first title back in 1950.